Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to J is for Justice. My name is Jay and I'm your host this Friday, March 21st. It is my granddaughter's 6th birthday. Shout out to little Sophia. Happy birthday. What is going on? Teresa, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so sorry to hear that. But welcome in, guys. If you guys could hit that like button on your way in, it would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Heather and Kels, Misty Ann, Angie B, True Crime and Other Stuff, Cole, hello. So we've got 13 calls. Hey, Chica, Erwin, Miss Chris, thank you for the birthday wishes. I'll be sure to show her. Jips, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Lovey, I'll be sure to show her all these. It's your grandson's birthday. Proud for her mom. Happy birthday to your grandson. How fun. How old? How old is your grandson today? Hey, Dreams. Hey, Franny. Green-eyed PI. Do a cartwheel because it's your birthday. Go, Shorty. It's your birthday. Oh, it's okay. I think it was like that. Well, today, guys, we're going to be playing about 13 calls. Hello, Mississippi. Everybody come on in and get comfortable this afternoon. Hey, Green-eyed PI. Everybody get comfortable. We've got about 13 calls. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take. 11. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Jips. Hey, Global. It's good to see you. Pam J in the house. We had a late night last night over on the other channel. Sherry Baby and Enid. Sarah Luna. Sarah Luna, my fellow Floridian. Hello, Miss Deanne. Hey, Mr. Quinn. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Ludwig. They just keep rolling on in. 911, FAFO. Positive vibes, hippie. Good afternoon. Well, you guys may have heard these. They've been out for a few days, but I want to get these in the playlist for my little library here. So we have about 13 calls. Thank you, Katie baby. About 13 calls. And we're just going to play them through. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to commentate. I'm just going to play them in their entirety. I believe they're mostly him and his parents. And I know it's going to be infuriating to listen to. Feel free to have your opinions in the chat room. I will be here with listening ears on, pinning your comments to get your thoughts on these calls. It's quite something. They are something else, the Sterns. And Mr. and Mrs. Sterns, if you're listening, I'm not a fan of gray hues. If you would like to come on my show and get your thoughts out there, I would be more than happy to host you. So they are very upset at gray hues. But Mr. and Mrs. Sterns, if you would like to speak out, you're more than welcome. You could send an email to the show or whatever you want to do. But I would be happy to have you. Let's get into it, guys. So you guys ready? We don't even have 100 people here yet. Lucia, good to see ya. Lucia, good to see ya. Oh man, yeah, that was crazy last night. If you guys haven't replayed last night's stream, it got pretty nuts. Brittany's Nana came up on panel, a little bit tipsy, if you will. It was funny the other day in his pretrial when they listed gray hues and plunder. I agree. I thought it was hilarious. Now it's like not even the mainstream media. It's YouTube and social media that they're upset with. That they want, we want to get him thrown out because of YouTube and these interviews. And yeah, I'm not going to say it, but Angie B, weird. It was wild. What else was there? I'm trying to think. Sunday, I'm planning on doing an Idaho 4 on the new stuff. So be looking for that to pop up this weekend. I just got to get through my spring break week. Tomorrow, we're going to the zoo. So I'm not going to be around tomorrow. So, yeah, Sunday, be looking. And then next week, we're going to go hard, guys. We've got a lot of catching up to do in these cases. I need to know what y'all think. We need to go through all these documents. We need to do all that. But it's not going anywhere, so we'll be doing it next week for sure. We got 102. Let's go ahead and hit the play button. Yeah, I've never been to the Tampa Zoo. I don't know how it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll see. It was damn sure not cheap. I remember like the Detroit Zoo going there. It was like $12. The shit ain't $12 here. Hey, Alabama. Good to see you today. I bet it'll be a nice zoo. I mean, $50 a pop. I know, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think that the Tampa Zoo actually has animals that they like rescued and can't live in the wild, if I'm not mistaken. Not many cows. Am I showing my age? Not many things are $12 anymore. I guess maybe that's as long as it's been. Hey, Diana, since I've been to the zoo. Nothing's cheap anymore. We will, Sherry. We'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, $50 a person. For a child, it's like 35, something like that. Hey, Crimes. Hey, Feminem. Okay, I will, Chica. I'll do a little review. Maybe I'll take some video and show you guys the zoo. I probably can't go live, but I could probably take some video. Would you guys like that? I can take my GoPro. Flo, I can wear my GoPro to the zoo and show you guys the animals. Would you guys like that? I know it sounds goofy, but would you like to see the Tampa Zoo? I mean, for $50, there's got to be something there that you'd like that is entertaining. Feminem, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. Yeah, okay. I will. I'll use my GoPro.
Thank you.
Have your grand narrative. Yeah. Let's see what $50 gets us. All right, we'll do that on a members. Be fun. All right, guys, let's hit the play button. Again, these are all of Stephan Sterns' calls. You're going to see down here each call as it plays underneath the thumbnail. Yeah. Narrate. Yes, I will. I'm excited. All right, guys, let's listen. Stephan Sterns. Phone calls. Oh, fam. There's a lot of scams out there, you guys. Be very careful. The sand sculpture. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'll give you guys some video of the zoo. All right, here we go, guys. Let me know if you need anything in the chat. Let your moderators know. Here we go. I tried to make the audio as best I could. #best best audio here at J is for Justice.
Press 1 for English. The time is 7:30 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021. After, press 1 to place a call. Press 2 to... Please enter your PIN number. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code, prefix, and number. To make an international call, please enter 011, the country code. Press 1 for English. The time is 7:48 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021. Press 1 to place a call. Press 2 to please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please. Your account balance is $29.05. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes. Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
Stephan! Osceola County Corrections Department.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, is this a good time?
Hola. Yeah, I was on the phone with somebody else, and first time you called in and inadvertently hit the wrong button. Hang on, I'm going to put you on speaker. Hang on. Okay, I got you.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey.
Somebody's in as well.
He's always in the well.
Yeah.
He's in a big room.
Yep, very echoey. Oh.
Did you get any of the books we sent yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have any notification of anything being sent back either. I had a meeting with the mental health director a couple days ago. She said they're going to step me down, take me down a step in custody level. So I'm going to be taken off non-acute status, and as soon as a space opens up in one of the regular isolation cells, I'll be moved to one of those.
Okay, good.
Does that mean that we can get a document to you and we can get it signed now?
Possibly. She said they won't put any restrictions on me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. And when is that supposed to happen?
What's that?
Well, when is that supposed to happen?
Whenever a space opens up in one of those cells.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's on space. This is a very crowded jail. There's over 2,000 inmates.
All right. And you'll still be in kind of isolated protection?
Yep. I'll still be in protective custody. I'll still be by myself. I just won't be under self-harm watch.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I won't be in any of the self-harm pods.
Okay.
So that's
All right. Well, I guess that's better accommodations. You'll have concierge services.
not likely, but I might actually have a rack to put my mat on, so I'm not going to be on the floor. Maybe I'll have a seat and a table. Who knows? But I won't be surrounded by crazies all the time,
Okay.
or relatively so.
All right.
That should be an improvement at least.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. Any other news or updates on your end?
No. Everything's still status quo. Somebody sent us a link to a YouTube video that, these amateur sleuths, just are relentless. I mean, they just go down any and every, path they can go. And so this link to this YouTube video, had, tracked all your internet activity and all the sites that you had joined.
Dark web.
The dark web, whatever, but some of the offbeat websites. So I'm sure you know what I'm referring to without me having to name them.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you that all that should exist out there. And oh, by the way, I sped through this 2-hour YouTube video, and your former roommates at the townhome that you rented, have ratted you out in ways, and fabricated stories, about a shared network drive and video that had been recorded, and supposedly approached your mother about them, threatening to disclose you in these videos, and that we paid them off, which was total bullshit. We've never heard about this until these videos, and these asshole friends of yours have managed to get themselves on these YouTube channels and disclose all sorts of shit. Because I can tell you this, if any one of them, and we know who we're talking about, had come to us with that, we would have told them, feel free to do whatever you want. We're not paying you jack shit. If somebody had done something, I suggest you pursue it with them or the authorities, but don't bring this up to our attention ever again. I can assure you that we would not have paid off anybody. It wouldn't have been our problem, and we wouldn't have paid for it, period.
So my former roommates are trying to blackmail you into paying them off?
No. They're claiming that they had supposedly come to us and blackmailed us, and that we paid them money, which they've described it in two events, one at a restaurant, and then your mother supposedly showing up at the townhome with a manila envelope. And you and I know, and we all know, that is bullshit.
Yeah, that's
didn't happen, didn't exist, never did it.
It never happened.
And if they had done that, I would have said, go ahead and do whatever you want. You're not getting a penny from me. It's not my problem, so don't even come to me with it, period.
Are they aware that blackmail and coercion is also illegal?
Well, it's kind of a moot point when you're looking at the number of years ago this was. And right now, it's their word, it's hearsay, but I'm just telling you what these amateur sleuths are repeating. Matter of fact, they even said that we owned the townhome, which we didn't.
We've been living in $1 million homes, and you were a spoiled, rotten kid because of it. And I'm thinking, we've never been in a $1 million home.
But anyway, I'm just telling you the bullshit that goes on out there, which is why I don't pay attention to these YouTube videos. But I'm just telling you, your former roommates have, done a nice job of sabotaging or discrediting your character and what have you. So everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, throwing you under the bus and what have you. But I'm just relating this story of that's been repeated a few times about some video being recorded in the townhome, and that they came to us requesting, and we pleaded with them not to disclose it, and we paid them off, which is just absolute bullshit.
You should be very careful about that because they're seriously opening themselves up to a lawsuit for defamation.
Well, it takes money to sue somebody, and you have to prove it, and so no one's going to take a case like that pro bono, and it's not worth chasing. And you have to prove damages, and we haven't suffered any damages. But I'm just telling you the bullshit that's floating out there.
That's crazy.
Yep. But anyway, they've done their search, and they've discovered some of these websites that you've subscribed to, participated in, or what have you. So I'm just giving you a heads up that they are leaving no stone unturned as they go down a rat hole chasing this shit.
Crazy.
Yep. Yep.
Don't even try to figure out why they did it, because we can't figure out why they did it, except
who did it?
The roommate.
Okay. All right, we moved on past that.
Yeah, but the thing is that these YouTube sites give people a chance to talk with complete immunity, because they never check them, they never fact check them, they don't care about the facts, they just care about getting people to click on and pay them money for the YouTube site. So.
And supposedly these hosts of these YouTube channels pay these people to provide this information as well. So whatever that's worth.
And some roommate.
Oh yeah, the roommate. That's really funny. So reading this interview of the former roommate said that both you and were grossly overweight, and you both had
gastric
bypass. I mean, I'm just telling you, this shit is just what? I don't. They didn't disclose her name, okay? But to say that you had gastric bypass, which you've never had, and that you were grossly overweight, which you never were, again, is the bullshit that's just floating out there on these YouTube channels.
Wow. Had gastric bypass, but
Yep.
It's not a big deal these days.
Understand. But they're saying that you had it,
And they're saying that she refused to take her bipolar meds, which she was very forgetful, and didn't do a lot. But they were saying that it was not ADHD, but they thought she was autistic. And going, no, she wasn't.
Well, it was a question mark. You had one doctor saying that she was possibly on the spectrum, another saying, no, it doesn't seem like it, she's just ADHD. And other doctors didn't know. So it was a question mark.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a three-ring circus out there with these YouTube channels, which is why I don't watch them. Your mother doesn't watch them, but every now and then somebody sends us a link to something. And like I said, I sped viewed it, and came away with a little bit of information and a lot of bad information, misinformation, inaccurate information, but it is what it is, and so I'm not going to bother with it. You have to consider the source and the validity of it, and everybody's highly speculative about whatever they come across, and then they try to make something monumental out of it that just doesn't exist,
I don't know how they can even find jurors that haven't listened to some of this crap.
Yeah.
They can't.
It's tainted. It's tainted. The whole thing is tainted now.
Yeah, they might have to shop it out to a different venue, but even at that point, I think it's going to be hard to find anyone who hasn't heard about all this.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, and the minute they do hear about it, they're going to go in, and even though they're not supposed to, they're going to go in and check the internet, and they're going to see these things, they're going to believe this stuff because they don't know the difference between truth and non-truth.
Fact and fiction.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, if I go in and say, you people are idiots. You know this never happened, and I can't do that because
No.
it won't do you good.
You don't want to engage with it.
So, no, don't want to give them. They're not worthy of the merit of any comments, and they can just enjoy themselves. And then when the truth comes out, then they'll have to do a lot of backtracking. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. But anyway,
I will tell you this, Stephan. You know that we're saved people. You know that we're Christians, and you know that these people came to us many times for help in their living situations, and you know that we helped all of them. I don't understand why these kids think it's so wonderful to jump on this bandwagon and crucify us when we were there for them when they needed us. I don't understand that.
Well, it's because we have stallings out for various reasons, and they can't resist the temptation to kick me while I'm down because they think they can do it with impunity.
Absolutely.
They didn't have the balls to do it while I was free.
what's that?
So they didn't have the balls to do it while I was free.
Yeah.
Well, they were jealous. You know who was always the one with the little, very, very something on his back, the mouse.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
always so jealous of you. He was so jealous of you. And
He sabotaged me at every turn. I mean, if you remember when I was working Quiznos, I was in line for management, so he started working there. Then suddenly everyone's attitude towards me changed, and he became the manager.
Yeah.
well, that's what he does.
And, there were people in our friends group who, for some reason, were under the impression that I was a complete moron.
Well, they should check your IQ score.
Well, I know he was backstabbing and trying to put himself above me at every opportunity.
Yeah.
Found out a while back that he was even stealing my possessions and selling them.
Like what?
Airsoft guns. I mean, my street board went missing. A lot of my Pokemon cards went missing. There's a one missing.
Well, you're talking about when you got your roommates, he was stealing your stuff and selling it?
Yep.
No surprise.
No.
I believe that.
He needed to support his lifestyle somehow, and did the same thing with his parents' crap too. So.
Yeah.
What else?
I know he peddled his dad's pills.
Yeah, he was a first class citizen. We all know that, which is why he got kicked out of his house.
Yep. And anyway, I'm going to call you back in 15 minutes if I can, because we got the 1 minute warning.
All right, later.
All right, bye.
The time is 8:51 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
After the tone, please say again United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a for calls within the United States. Your account balance is $22.75. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes. Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey,
Hi. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, just getting back to what I was saying, faith and trust, and, you know, message received.
I guess if there's one thing that we wish for is that you had come to us sooner. That you had come to us and let us know what was going on.
Well, unfortunately, I was suffering from a bit of cowardice.
Yeah, but hindsight's always 20/20, and can't do anything about it now. But you know, this thing,
It's bigger because of it.
it's a bigger problem because of that, and again, not sure what would be any. I'm sure there would be some things different if you had chosen that path, because there's obviously nothing we could have done without. Well, there's nothing we could have done. I mean, there was only one choice, but you know, we could have talked our way through this. I mean, the phone call that you made to me earlier in the afternoon, if you had at least shared that, you know, we could have talked our way through that and figured out a much better solution than whatever whatever you guys came up with, because none of that was believable. And I was thinking earlier today or yesterday that somehow I feel that you were forced into this, and that's just my speculation, that you were compromised and you were forced to participate in this, and you know, as soon as you gotten away from the rest of them, you should have called me, and we could have discussed this, and the outcome would have been a lot different than what it is right now. But
I don't want to get your hopes up, and as I said, don't get carried away with any conspiracy theories, but in a way I was compromised, and, you know, when all that stuff was happening, I was not in my right mind anymore.
Yeah, well, I understand that, and that's when you probably should have just called me and said, hey, I've got a bit of a situation here, and
that would have been a rational thing to do, but at that point I was no longer capable of rational actions or thoughts.
Yep, I understand. Yep,
I'm capable of it. I had no control over my faculties anymore. It's like the motor was running, but there was a screaming chimpanzee behind the wheel.
Yeah.
I understand that. I don't understand lack of emotion.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't like she was catatonic. She was talking in a normal voice. You know, the only thing that showed any emotion at all was jiggling her leg, but she did that anyway. So
yeah,
I yeah, she was anxious because she was lying to her teeth. That's okay.
Don't get your hopes up for any conspiracy theories or vast conspiracies. Just understand that anything I did was not done while being within my rational mind. I had snapped at that point. And I wish I had done the correct thing to begin with. You know, I wish I had run downstairs and shaken her awake and called 911 and all that. And
well, I wish you had too. I wish you had too. Maybe she could have been saved, but
she was beyond that.
Okay.
You know, when someone's that ice cold and just gone.
She was in a different part of the house?
Yeah.
She wasn't with you?
Well, she had gone to be with me earlier in the night, but I left her alone for quite a while I was sort of just walking around and, you know, haunting around the house like I do. You know, sometimes I go out for walks at night, or I just sit on the couch and just fiddle around on my phone, or just, you know, I don't sleep well at night, especially when I've got to be up early and do something the next day.
Yeah.
And that was the case. So every time I realized anything was wrong, it was
She was in a different part of the house when you found that out.
She was still upstairs.
Oh, she was upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, I left her alone there.
Oh, okay.
I had gone downstairs for a while, and by the time I realized anything was wrong, it was just far too late. You know, she'd been gone for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Just seeing her pale face and blue lips and how ice cold she was, and it's great.
That's going to stay with you. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I remember seeing my brother when he had passed away, and that's the last thing I remember seeing of him. And so.
Yeah, it's just, you can tell.
Yes, you can. My dad, yeah.
It's just, when they're gone, really, really, truly gone, there's nothing you can do. There's no coming back.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
She was past the point of no return.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, given the crazies of the grandmom and already starting to call her a Gordo, she would have been the next one on the list for gastric bypass, but I just think, maybe God just delivered her out of a place that was going to become really bad for her.
I mean, I always knew that life was going to be hard for her. Her mom certainly didn't do her any favors, and since I had no say in the matter of how she was raised or disciplined or anything, there was nothing I could do about it but sit back and watch the train wreck as it unfolded.
Yeah, and she's trying to tell everybody that it was a little angel and she had no problems with her, and you were already telling us that they were butting heads like two Rocky Mountain rams.
Yeah, they had gotten physical on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I figured they did that again. But okay.
I often played mediator between the two of them because I was the only one that could talk either of them down when they started going at it with each other.
Yeah, I know.
Where were the roommates when all this is going on?
Upstairs, doing their own things.
Was all that screaming and yelling and crap going on?
Yeah,
I'm surprised they stayed.
Honestly, it wasn't that far out of place in that house. Was often given to yelling or loud crying or outbursts, and was given to yelling and screaming and coming down on people. It was happening a lot more and more often, which is why I kept trying to tell I think maybe your meds are becoming less effective. It seems like you're becoming more erratic and more unstable. It seemed like the more stable I became, the more unstable she became, like we switched places.
Well, I always told you she was a black hole to need. Well, there's nothing to do about it now, but what I hate the worst is that she's sitting in a hospital having 3 meals a day, clean sheets, television, access to phone, reading, walking around free, taking a shower by herself, and you're sitting where you are.
Yeah, I guarantee her food's probably a lot better than mine.
Oh, I guarantee there's a lot of stuff that's better than yours.
Well, it'll all come out in the wash.
Yeah, well.
Hopefully.
A very, 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 very slim chance of doing anything about any of this, and I'm praying to God and asking for His help to make it possible, but...
Well, how about giving up the chivalrous part and lay some truthisms on?
What's that?
I said, quit being so chivalrous and protective and start laying some truth bombs on her. There's truth bombs there.
Yeah, maybe none is groundbreaking or bombastic as you might hope for, but there are some truths there, some ugly truths and some not so pretty truths, but I guess I reacted to everything the way I did because I wanted to shield her. I wanted to keep her from getting any blowback from him, but
you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, because that left them only one person to lay everything on. That was you.
Yep. And I should have just done the correct thing from the get-go and let the chips fall where they may. But I couldn't stand the idea of losing them both horribly like that. And I lost them both anyway, so it was pointless.
Yeah.
I was just in so much agony and so much pain, so much shock and so much trauma. My mind was just not, it wasn't me anymore. I wasn't in control of myself anymore. I was doing things that I wouldn't do. I wasn't acting or thinking rationally. It was just panic and fear and...
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Stephan, I can't help but get the feeling that none of this that was on the phone was a surprise to you.
She was aware that I had certain feelings towards me.
Yeah. Well, then why would she send her in there to sleep with you?
She used to joke about it, call it an electrocomplex. Used to joke and say, you better not leave me for my daughter when she's older, things like that. Laugh about it, and they used to both ogle over me and comment on me and talk about me together and giggle and talk about how nice I looked, and it was not an appropriate situation.
No, it wasn't.
And, always had an issue with boundaries. She never respected any boundaries that I tried to set. We got in arguments on more than one occasion about the sleeping arrangements, so I, would beg her, please make her go sleep in her own room, and she said, no, it's easier this way for me to wake her up when she's near me, and, it's like we didn't have any privacy, and, just didn't have any space to ourselves, and she would suggest, well, maybe you should go sleep in bed instead, and it's like, it's like a twin bed, and I'm, 6+ feet, and why would I want to do that instead of sleeping in our king-size bed, I should have broken up with her a long time ago and just distanced myself.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Should have, would have, could have. Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, it seems to be my superpower. Useless superpower. Captain Hindsight.
Well, you certainly didn't appreciate it when I told you that.
No, I certainly didn't. Typical, kid trying to make their own way or have their own ideas and realizing only too late, how valuable their parents' advice really was.
Yep. Well, this is a shit show that rivals a pigsty.
Yeah, this is not something that you recover from.
None of us will ever recover from this. Ever.
1 minute remaining.
It's not recoverable. Okay, you got your 1 minute warning, and they're probably not going to give you a fourth run at this.
Yeah, someone's screaming in the background right now, too.
Okay, honey, I hear them. So, you going to try to call back tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll see if I can call back in the next couple of days. I've probably got about $18, $19 left on the phone account, and I've got like 17 cents left in the commissary account.
We'll try to do something about that.
Okay.
When do you need to have the commissary replenished?
What?
When do you need to have the commissary replenished?
Whenever you're able to, I guess. I did get a pad of paper, though.
Nice.
You think of what?
He got a pad of paper.
Oh, okay.
I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next couple of days.
All right.
Okay, we love you too, honey. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
The time is 7:43 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a call. Press 2 to please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
After the tone, please say again United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code prefix. Your account balance is $16.45. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey,
Hey there.
is this a good time?
Yeah, I tried to get the call the first time and it just disconnected us, so I don't know.
When it goes to voicemail, it just auto refuses.
No, it didn't go to voicemail. I was trying to pick it up. So,
Okay. Are you at home?
yes, why?
Oh, I was just wondering if you were around, if both of you guys were there.
We're both here.
All right. So did you hear from my attorney yet?
Yes.
Okay, so you got the news then that they filed this morning to seek the death penalty.
Yeah.
How are you guys holding up?
Well, we're just waiting for this to play out. So,
Yeah.
Debbie, your mother said that you were officially charged with murder. I didn't know about seeking the death penalty. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, it was always a possibility. And the level they charged me at, obviously, if they seek it, there's a good chance that they can get it. So at 10 o'clock this morning, they officially filed for intent to seek death.
Well, it won't happen for a long time, according to your attorney, if at all. And from what we heard, your judge does not like the death penalty. He thinks it's too lenient, and he would rather have you in jail for the rest of your freaking life.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah,
I hate to say it, but I'd rather have you on death row because you're in more seclusion and you're not really with the bulk of the population of the people.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'd rather be on death row too because I agree with them. It's a much easier way out.
Yep.
I'd rather,
And like she said, there'll be appeal after appeal after appeal, and
yeah, she said it could take up to 25 years for them to finally get around to executing me if I'm found guilty.
Yeah, and by that time you might welcome it, but we won't be here to see it.
By that time, it's about all I've got in me to serve anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll see what the point is.
They said you were put.
Back in seclusion.
They said they put you back in seclusion.
Well, I've been in seclusion this whole time.
Well, that you're going to stay there or something. So I don't know. A lot of misinformation.
Yeah, well, I'm still in isolation, yes. I'm still in medical, although they moved me to a different cell here in medical, but this one has a bed at least, or I should say a platform to put my mat on. But, I'll be moved again because eventually they're going to need this cell back. Because it's got a restraint.
Any word on the books?
No. Were you able to follow up with the mailroom on Monday?
Well, we tracked the order and it was delivered to Seminole, so we know it was delivered.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
Oh, okay. You can't call the facility here and have to be transferred to the mailroom or something?
I don't know. They have a mailroom there. I guess I can call.
The mailroom is at a central distributing place.
Yeah, but they have to have a delivery. They have to have a delivery depot there to accept the mail.
You have to sort everything and send it to the proper people.
Yeah, I'll try again tomorrow.
Okay. But
all right.
So yeah, I got the news earlier and told my attorney that I'd try to call you this evening, but you guys should hear it from her before you hear it from the news in case I can't get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're expecting
I did it.
a little bit of blowback from that.
Yep. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of ruckus and some people getting riled up. And
I'm cooking ravioli that I got to. Sorry, caught me in the middle of cooking here, so I'm going to walk out to the kitchen.
No worries. I guess I took the news pretty well, though.
Well, okay, that's good.
I'm just remarkably calm about everything. I've had this overwhelming sense of peace and serenity, and I don't know, maybe that will change, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm just, as weird as it sounds.
For some reason, somebody thought that we were right around the corner, I guess. Less than an hour from Orlando, and I said, we're 3 hours.
So, our understanding and impression is that you didn't do this, so why do you feel at peace and serenity with it?
I don't know. I guess whatever happens, I don't know.
Yeah, are you going to be accepted? Going to be the fall guy for this? Is that the deal?
Well, I think between that and the prospect of spending the rest of my natural life in a very miserable place before I eventually die alone with no one to care about me or give a shit that I've passed on, I don't know. I think.
Well, I think whoever's involved in this needs to have justice served on them. If you're not part of this, then let's get that cleared up. It's not for you, but for the family.
I'm pretty positive that this was all an accident. I'm not sure that any one person is to blame. Maybe no one's to blame, or maybe everyone's to blame a little bit. I'm not sure, but honestly, there's no grand conspiracy here to hurt her.
Were you awake when sent her into the room with you?
Yeah.
And she was fine when she came into your room? What time at night was that?
Maybe 11-ish or so, I'm not sure.
Okay, so she was fine, so what happens between 11 and whenever you found her?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah. When you say you were out of the room, for what length of time were you out of the room?
I don't know.
15 minutes?
No, I left the room a couple of times. The first time I left to go to the bathroom, and the second time I was out of the room for maybe a couple hours or so, maybe more. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, that was plenty of time for the one-armed man to do it.
Well, without getting into too much detail, she was acting kind of weird before she went to sleep, so I don't know what was going on there. But,
acting weird, like having difficulty?
Just strange behavior, acting loopy.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Did she have been drugged?
I honestly can't get into too many details, just because I don't want to hurt
Okay.
my case, but I have some suspicions in that regard. Whether it was given to her by anyone or whether she helped herself, there are reasons to believe she may have done that as well.
But
I can't,
okay.
obviously can't get into too much detail because,
No,
I'll stick
I
to
know.
the case and, my attorney will, tear my throat out with her bare teeth if I flap my lips too much.
Okay.
Well, you
All
need to
right.
be flapping them to her.
I'm giving notes to her. One of the social workers whose specialty is dealing with people who are looking at the death penalty, she'll be here Monday, so I'll pass some more notes through her to my attorney, Alicia, and I guess some more lawyers are going to be hopping on board at this point, and there's going to be a whole team working on this. But
Four more attorneys.
it's going to be an all-hands-on-deck kind of thing.
Well, I had a long conversation with them today, so I just there's some things that cannot be passed off as you didn't do it. As you know, there's too much evidence to it. But I told them, I said, you're still my son, and I don't hate you, and I do not believe in my heart. I do not believe that you killed that child. You loved her too much, and she loved you, and I just don't think I don't think it happened that way. So if it was an accident,
had a lot of wonderful plans for the week, and we were all looking forward to it, and we were all very happy to be reunited. It had been months since we'd all seen each other, and there's no reason that I would have given all of that up for literally no reason to hurt her and trade it all in for this.
no, there isn't. But there's jealousy on the other side too. I mean, if she told you, I hope you don't leave me for my daughter, that tells me that she was thinking about that for a while.
Well, I said half jokingly, but it's just one of those things. Again, I don't want to go into too much detail, but there's a lot of shit going on, But,
yes, I do. I have nightmares imagining what you're living right now.
I'm okay.
And
it sucks. It's just a terrible place, and I've heard other inmates in the cells next to me talking about it. Those that have been in and out of correctional institutions their whole lives, and they say of all the county jails they've been to, this one is by far the worst.
well, actually Rebecca said that today too. She said they are much more paranoid and they're stricter than they would have been in Orange County.
Yeah, they don't regard your rights as being as too important here either. They don't treat you like a human being. They're very antagonistic here as well. And mental health can hold you in these cells in isolation against your will for as long as they want to under the guise of self-harm protocols.
Uh-huh.
Even if you qualify for bail or bond, they can just keep holding you here and not let you walk free until they're quote-unquote decide you're not a danger to yourself, and they can decide that for whatever reason they dream up.
Yeah.
It's all very, very, really murky.
Yeah, the whole thing is murky right now.
Yeah, a lot of people lose their minds in this place.
Well, I could see that happening.
Yep. And, I hear and see people that go into these isolation cells like I'm in, they start losing it completely and breaking down after 2 or 3 days.
Well, you're stronger than that.
Yep, I've been in here for over 3 months now in isolation, and I've never once lost it like that, so.
But you know what? Truth be told, you've never been one that needed to have people around you. No. You didn't need it. It's nice to have them, but you don't need it.
It's just.
Yeah.
I just keep telling myself that there are people that have survived worse than this, and this is not going to kill me, and this is not going to break me.
Okay. Don't let it.
No, I won't. I'm determined not to.
Know that we're here.
And I keep telling myself.
I understand that if we can get this car sold, where we can get some money for your account here. I understand that you can actually, like, maybe pay $5 to see a movie or something on those tablets.
No, I don't know about
It's like a penny. I don't know if it's a penny a word or what it is with the text messages, but you have to keep them brief.
Okay.
Hey, while I'm thinking of it, can you, that smart connections or communications, can you send your passwords for some of your accounts, especially Spotify, because I keep getting billed for monthly for Spotify?
There's the 1 minute number. Yeah, I can try to pass those along to you.
Or give them to your attorney and have her do it.
If nothing else, I'll give them to the social worker on Monday. But I keep telling myself every day, repeating this mantra, patience and faith, patience and faith. I just have to have patience and faith.
Yes, you do.
And I keep praying to God for deliverance, and I just have this overwhelming sense of serenity, and I hope that's His way of telling me it's all going to be okay. Even if not,
regardless, what it is, Stephan, it's His way of letting you know that regardless of what happens on earth, you've asked for forgiveness, He's forgiven you, and you're not going to be penalized further.
I'll try to call you back in 15 minutes, but if you don't hear from me, I'll call back in the next couple of days.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
The time is 8:15 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 to hear your balance. Press 9. Press 1 to hear your debit account balance. Press 2
to hear your other...
Your account balance is $13 and press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code, prefix, and number to make an international... Your account balance is $13.30. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or 1 to hear additional cost information.
Hello, you have a call at no expense
Hi,
to you
you've
from
reached 1-941-777-254-5. Please leave your message after the tone.
5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9. The time is 9:17 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a for calls within the United States. Your account balance is $37. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or
Hello.
Hi, you've reached 1-941-777-2545. Please leave your message after the tone.
Press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9. The time is 8:04 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse.
Press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a press 1 to hear your debit account balance.
Your other account balance
Is $64.17. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make it for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please. Your account balance is $33.85. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
press 0 to continue or
Hello, you have a call at
Hi,
no
you've
expense
reached
to you.
1-941-777-2545.
To accept
Please
this
leave your
call,
message after the
press
tone.
or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9. The time is 8:44 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse.
Press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. For calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, please... Your account balance is $30.70. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns
an inmate at
Also,
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello there.
I was just thinking, it's amazing how many of Christ's books have been turned into movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Stephen King's as well. So we were talking, Stephen King had some werewolf books as well?
Yep.
Okay. This sounded interesting. And,
Let's see everything at once, but listen up. I'm going to go through a list of what I've got on here for you.
okay.
Okay. Chris. Oh, where are they? Okay. Michael Crichton Eruptions.
Uh-huh.
The Dune Saga.
Okay.
3 of them. Let's see. The Call of the Wild.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a classic.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, very good.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit, must have.
It by Stephen King.
Ooh, that one's going to give me some nightmares too, I bet.
The Howling.
Yeah, very good.
I'm trying to get the trilogy on that. Stephen King.
Press 1 for English. The time is 7:30 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
Press star 9021. After, press 1 to place a call. Press 2 to... Please enter your PIN number. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code, prefix, and number. To make an international call, please enter 011, the country code. The time is 8:45 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual,
Press 1 for English. The time is 7:37 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
Press star 9021. Press 1 to place a... Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please $30.
Can you hear me?
Yes, is this a good time?
Yes. The phone was in the dining room. I was in the office. Didn't realize it was ringing. And the second time it rang, I didn't even hear it ringing.
Oh, okay. How's everything going?
Well, good. Everything's fine with us. How about you?
Well, hanging in there so far.
Okay, I'm just wondering, did we hear this one yet? Because now I'm getting confused. Let me know. I'm going to let it keep playing. Let me know if we've heard this one.
Well, hanging in there so far. Any news or updates on your end?
No.
No? Okay.
How about yours?
Well, I got a chance to look at the autopsy reports.
And?
You can't say.
Oh.
I can't go into too much detail, but raises a lot of questions.
Okay. Well, you don't need to say any more.
Yeah.
Did you get the books?
No, not yet. Did you get notification of delivery?
Yes.
Okay, well, I haven't received them yet.
So they arrived in one location. They have to be transported over from that location, which is outside of St. Pete, and then over to Kissimmee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
it goes to Seminole, it goes to Seminole, and then from there it's sent over to you. So, as I said, Seminole is over by St. Pete.
Yeah, and who knows how often, they pick it up, so.
Yeah.
And then they have to sort it and check it out and then deliver it to people, so I guess we'll give it another week or so.
If you get a chance, Stephan, I found a chess set that is a mat, just a roll-up mat, but the pieces are made out of silicone.
I still don't think that'd be allowed.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well, you can't melt the silicone into anything, but okay.
No.
You can swallow it and choke on it or whatever,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, or jamming into somebody's eye, You gotta think about these things. So last time we talked, you had not found my watch, correct?
Right.
When you went into that box, however, did you see a big plastic purple dragon?
No.
Nope. Big plastic purple dragon?
No.
You were probably in the wrong box then. Said it was in one of the large boxes at the foot of my bed.
No, didn't see any big plastic purple dragon.
Okay, well, in one of those boxes you will find a big plastic purple dragon, and that is one of the popcorn buckets. And that's not the one I'm talking about. That's just to show you that the popcorn buckets look like other things. But in that same box, you'll see a silvery gray looking sort of box with wheels on the bottom and a brown shoulder strap attached to it. That's the mouse droid. In that should be my watch.
The mouse what?
The mouse what?
Droid. M-O-U-S-E, droid.
Okay.
What is a mouse droid?
It's looks like a little, almost like a remote control car from Star Wars. You can Google it and see what it looks like, and then find a thing that looks like that with a brown strap attached to it. In that should be my watch, though.
I think we've been through about everything.
All right, purple dragon. All right, well, make a note of that.
Under the purple dragon, it's in the mouse droid, but the mouse droid is in the same box as the purple dragon.
Okay.
You got that?
Well, maybe I'll find a Rolex too, because we still haven't found that.
I never had the Rolex.
Okay. Where is that blue and white little ceramic box that you had that you put stuff in?
That would have been in storage somewhere.
Okay, I thought you had it in.
No. No, that would be somewhere in storage. So if you guys cleaned out the storage unit, then you may have come across it already.
Well, listen, we've got a lot of boxes that we're still going through. So.
Okay.
And
that's fine.
Well, the boxes are we just stuck in the garage.
Yeah.
So there's no place to put it.
Well, it'll be in one of those boxes.
Okay, babe.
Anyway.
We'll be looking for it, that's for sure.
Yep, and look for that wristwatch inside the mouse droid.
Okay.
It's in the same boxes as the purple dragon. Okay.
Okay. Definitely will look.
Yeah, you'll see a whole bunch of other Disney collectibles.
We're having trouble getting any cooperation with the classification people there to get you to sign the POA so we can get the car sold and start a little slush fund here for you for there.
Really?
But,
yeah.
Well, they say because of where you're incarcerated that can't be facilitated with bringing a document back and having it signed. So we told your attorneys about it, and we told them that we would overnight the POA. They could take it in, have you sign it, and I would include a self-addressed returned overnight envelope so they could just drop it off and send it to us. So maybe you can have that conversation with them.
Yeah, because bringing me documents to sign has not been a problem before when the media asked for my consent for interviews, I had officers literally bring me a form and ask me if I wanted to sign it for consent or not. So I don't think that's really the issue.
So the media's reached out and tried to schedule interviews with you, and you
2 or 3 times,
accepted
yeah.
or declined? Yeah.
Did you talk to them?
No, I've declined every time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it wouldn't do me any good right now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if you could have that conversation with your attorneys, that would be great.
Yeah, that should be able to be arranged.
We got a new copy of your birth certificate for them.
Okay.
Which I was going to bring over for them so I can overnight that as well. So again, have that conversation that I could overnight the package along with the POA. They could take the POA into you, have you sign it, and then we could, and then I would include a return envelope as well, and they can send it back to us.
Yeah. As far as the birth certificate, I guess you would just have that included with whatever my belongings they took into storage when I was booked.
Say that again?
No, I don't know. This is for something that they're doing. They wanted to get your records from Sarasota Memorial and from Irvine, California for the kidney surgery, and both of those have their own forms that you have to sign them because you're an adult. You're no longer a minor. I can't sign for them, but so that's going as well.
You have those documents?
Yes, they're in the.
Oh, okay.
What county was I born in? That was Kane County, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we have your birth certificate.
What was the name of the hospital?
I don't know. Is it on the birth certificate?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
I was just wondering if I ever need to find it for any reason.
Well, Kane County would have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, the hospital doesn't have it. Kane County does it.
Okay. So I'll just contact the court for Kane County, I guess?
Yeah. So it was like $45 to get this copy of this birth certificate. It doesn't say which hospital.
Okay. But Kane County.
But it has, I'm sorry, Copley Memorial Hospital.
Copley?
Yeah.
Was it C or K?
C.
C, okay. Copley Memorial in Kane County. Okay. Just if I ever need to get that and I don't have anyone to rely on, it would help.
We're trying to get a hold of your attorneys that handled the things when you and Joey got run over. But it's changed so much, and the partners are split up, and I think one of them is in California that would be the one I wanted to talk to, but I've called and left him a message, and he hasn't returned the call.
Okay.
So we're trying to do anything that they asked us to do on our end, we're doing. And so I don't know. We get pushback sometimes when we ask for information, but
don't worry.
One of them informed me that she was a criminal attorney, not a civil attorney, and getting a POA done was not part of her business.
That was probably Alicia.
Could have been.
Yeah, she's a no-nonsense type.
Well, if she has your best interest in mind, it'd be his best interest to get it done so that we can keep you funded.
Yeah, well, one thing at a time, I guess. If you guys can find my watch, that will be another step in the right direction. It's in there.
There's okay. I just hope that it's somehow that you can really identify it because.
Identify what?
Where is that? What the box?
Okay, we've been on that. We'll just keep looking.
Purple Dragon, Mouse Top of the mouse.
Okay.
Wristwatch is inside.
Okay.
Okay. What else is new with you guys?
Just going to church, doing open houses. We're studying the Book of Romans. I would love for you to read that.
And Lacey's going to have puppies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to miss that. I'd love to see all those little happy little wagging tails and bright eyes and smell all that puppy breath.
Oh, yes.
Do you know when your court date's going to be yet?
No clue. Might not be for another couple months. It depends if they even need my testimony at all. Which, I mean, you would hope they would, but, I mean, at some point I assume I am going to see the inside of a courtroom.
Yeah.
Be a pretty strange trial without it.
Yeah. Well, there's been no news at all. So everything's just kind of status quo from where it was last time. Where have you been for the last week?
Couldn't make a call for a little while. Some of the people that work the night shift, as I said, are not as nice to me. So I've been waiting for people who are. And then, I got sick as well, so I've been sick for a few days.
Cold?
Presumably, yes. I've had a pretty bad fever and a sore throat, some serious pressure on my left inner ear. Yeah, like I said, this place is filthy and unsanitary, and obviously they don't clean these cells before they bring a new person into it.
Did they move you again?
Yeah, they moved me again as well. So I moved out of the room with the ants, and now I'm back into the room with the ants again, too.
Oh, well, familiar friends.
Yeah, they just love moving me, especially around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm comfortable and trying to fall asleep. I think they do it just to mess with me, honestly.
Well, if that's all they do, then be happy.
Yeah, well, it's hard to be happy, though.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it could. People have survived a lot worse than this, but...
Yes.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
But when it happens...
It's air conditioning in there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So I've got that at least for now. Although one little room they put me in before was tiny and did not have air conditioning, or at least the air was not circulating in there, so it was hot, it was stifling, and it smelled like a little dog kennel. I'm glad they moved me out of that.
Did you got enough bedding to keep warm at night?
I have one mat and one little thin scratchy wool blanket.
No sheets on the mat, I assume?
No pillow, no sheets, nothing.
Okay. Well, it's not the Ritz or the Holiday Inn.
1 minute remaining.
Well, there's the 1 minute warning. God, these 15 minutes go by so fast, just like my break at work. So I'll try to call you back in another 15 minutes, but you know the drill. If you don't hear back from me again, day or two.
Okay.
Okay, we love you, honey.
Love you too, Mama Bear, but I will try to call you back in 15 minutes if possible.
We'll be hovering over the phone.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Press 1 for English. The time is 8:52 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021. Please enter your PIN for the first minute and 20. Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
an inmate at
Osceola.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using Honesty Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey there.
Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
What?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. This will be my last call tonight, and I'll have about $7 left on the debit account after this call.
I'm putting money in now.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys had a good dinner. That's nice.
I wouldn't say good.
It's sufficient. Better than what you have, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
You would be surprised to see your father. He is down over 60 pounds. I am down 47 pounds.
Wow, congratulations.
Yep.
Yep, I've lost a lot of weight too, and I'm starting to exercise a little bit myself during the day, so I've been doing a lot of push-ups and crunches and squats and whatnot.
Well, that's why I sent you that Kata book with the exercises, because it uses isometrics, you know, and they were saying, well, maybe they'll think it's a fighting book. And I said, it's not a fighting book, it's an exercise book, and it makes you sound in mind and body, and if anybody needs that, it's someone in jail.
Well,
sound in mind and body.
If they think it's questionable for any reason, they'll reject it and then ban it.
Okay.
Did you get my list of books, by the way, from the social workers?
I think did we?
No.
No?
Okay. Let's get them there.
No.
Fax that to you, or I don't know. Anyway, I've got
How many books can we send you at a time?
I have no idea. I don't think there's any limit to the mail that you can receive, as long as it doesn't pose like a security or like logistical concern.
Okay. Do you guys? One thing that Rebecca told me today when we were talking about the Kata book, she says, you'd be surprised at the raunchy romance novels some of these guys get.
Oh yeah. Mental Health gave me a novel that turned out to be it was a thriller, but it was a romance novel. And I was reading that, I was like, this is like pure wordsmith.
Yeah, well, that's a housewife porn.
Yeah, no kidding. It's I call it literature designed to stimulate ovulation.
Yeah. Yep.
That's yeah. That's. I mean, they're like, yeah, you can't have anything with nudity or depictions of, you know, nude people or anything like that. But that stuff is like, you know, clearly allowed. I'm
they paint a picture.
Yeah, a very graphic one, I might add.
Yeah. Probably not what they should be giving inmates in prison.
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of the novels on the book card are romance novels, which leads me to believe that most of the readers are female anyway, so they probably have a great time with that.
That's a housewife porn.
Yeah, no kidding novel. When I was reading that, I was like, this is like pure wordsmith.
Yeah, well, that's a housewife porn.
Yeah, no kidding. It's I call it literature designed to stimulate ovulation.
Yeah. Yep.
That's yeah. That's. I mean, they're like, yeah, you can't have anything with nudity or depictions of, you know, nude people or anything like that. But that stuff is like, you know, clearly allowed. I'm
they paint a picture.
Yeah, a very graphic one, I might add.
Yeah. Probably not what they should be giving inmates in prison.
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of the novels on the book card are romance novels, which leads me to believe that most of the readers are female anyway, so they probably have a great time with that.
Maybe.
But,
Maybe.
well, anyway, I'm just hoping to get some Michael Crichton novels and some classic literature, you know, some Tolkien. And I put in a request on my page for some manga comics, you know, like the Japanese comic book / graphic novels that a lot of the anime shows are based on. I talked to Mental Health, and they said stuff like that should be okay as long as it's, you know, bound with glue and not staples like a regular comic book. I said, yeah, these are bound with glue. They're more like graphic novels.
Okay.
But they come in series, you know, and they're the basis for a lot of what the animated shows are based on. So if I can't consume the animated shows here, I can at least see what happens with the stories.
Okay, well, that works.
And at least the ones that I've requested should be okay. I don't think they've got anything bad. I don't think they've got like any outrageous nudity or anything in them. Sometimes, you know, manga comics do, because sometimes anime does, because the Japanese have a different attitude towards it. But the ones that I've requested, I think, should be safe enough.
Are those available through Amazon?
Yes, they are.
No, just ask them to send us a list. Put it on the list.
Well, we got to get the first order confirmed.
Yeah.
We gotta establish that we can actually get this going, and then I'll tell you which titles to go for. But I do have one of the ones that I want. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion, and
I won't remember that.
It's okay. It's a complete series, and I actually have. It comes in like larger consolidated volumes. And I actually have volume 1 in the drawers, in the plastic drawers beneath my desk if you wanted to look at that for reference and see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I think there's like 5 or 6 of those volumes.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, they won't let me send them to you, so
no,
that'll never happen.
But if you wanted to reference it and see what I'm talking about, and then look for it on Amazon, that's what I'm saying, for reference.
Okay.
And anyway, we'll figure it out. We got to get
we will
established first.
We got a long time to figure it out too.
Yeah, well, no kidding. Apparently, from what I've heard, but we're going to see what happens. But I really hope this feeling of peace and serenity is. I hope it's some sort of sign. I
hope so too. I really do.
Even, as many near-death experiences I've had, and as many times as God has delivered me from the jaws of death, I can't believe that He would do all of that just for me to end here.
Well, I can't believe that He put those thoughts and desires in you either. But something happened.
Well, I can't confirm or deny anything, obviously. I don't want to do any damage to here, but it's a lot more messy and complicated than everyone would like it to be.
Well, I kind of figured that.
It would be a lot more simple and a lot more easy if I really was just a horrible monster, but it's not like that.
No, it's not. And that's what Rebecca said today. She said, I don't tend to think of them as bad people. I tend to think of them as people that have done something wrong, but they have a lot of good still in them. And I said, well, that's exactly what he is. He's got a lot of good in him. A lot.
And I've done a lot of good. And I've done much, much more good than I have bad. But it's funny how, people only ever focus on the bad and all the good counts for nothing.
Well, that's what they always said. It's like being late to work. When you're late once, they don't forget it. When you're on time 360 days a year, they don't think about it.
Yeah. Well.
Or when you're bad, they don't forget, and when you're good, they don't remember.
Yep. If we had to put all my good deeds and weigh them against my bad deeds on a scale, the good would far outweigh the bad.
Well, since God considers sins a lot different than you do, you just never know how it works out. But I mean, just thinking bad thoughts about your parents, believe it or not, that's a sin. Talking back is a sin. Lying to them is a sin. Stealing, defaming somebody, talking behind their back, gossiping, all those are supposedly minor sins, but they all build up.
Yeah.
I figure I've got a couple of Santa Claus sacks full of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure we all do. No one's perfect.
No, the only one person was perfect, and they killed him.
Yeah.
But he did that. He knew that was coming, and that's why he was born, and he did that so that we would not have to pay for our sins.
Yep.
If we ask for forgiveness, and if we ask Jesus to bring us home.
Yep. And that's what I've been doing, and been praying for forgiveness, praying for salvation, and also praying for deliverance. And I want you guys to also pray for me to be delivered as well. Pray for me to come home and pray for that opportunity. I've been talking to God and telling Him, I can do whatever I need to do to get my life right, but I need the opportunity to do that. And it's only through Him that I will have that opportunity if He can see it in His heart, to shine His grace and His mercy down on me and allow me the opportunity to see my mother and father again.
Well, I will pray for that too.
Yeah, keep praying for it. Pray for Him to hear me, and I'm praying for it as well. and I'm hoping for it. And whatever happens, good or bad, I know.
You accept it with grace and dignity,
Yep.
and know it's not the end of the world.
Yep, that's what
You getting any chance to learn any Spanish while you're there?
What's that?
Are you getting a chance to learn any Spanish while you're there?
No, I have not had a chance to avail myself of any education programs yet, but I do hear plenty of it being spoken around me.
Well, that's what I mean. Whether you're picking up some of whatever.
No, sometimes when people ramble like that, it all kind of slurs together and gets jumbled up.
Uh-huh.
But that may be just more of a consequence of the echoes and acoustics in here.
Yeah.
But, I keep thinking if I've ever had a Jesus take the wheel moment in my life, this is certainly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You picked a good one.
Yeah, no kidding. And just, I hope I have the chance to see you guys again. I really do hope for that.
I would like to be able to see you or give you a hug or talk to you face to face.
Yeah, I keep telling God that what I want more than anything now is just to see my parents again, and that, they need me around and I need them, and I want a chance to give you guys a hug and a kiss and tell you how much I love you and I've missed you.
Okay, baby, we know that. And you know how we feel, so.
Yeah, just keep praying for me. Pray for me to be delivered.
I do. We pray for you every week in church. We're going to a New Day Christian church and enjoying it. It's a lot like Saddleback in many, kind of a smaller version of Saddleback.
Very knitting.
Wow.
But it's the preachers are good. The preachers are good. The music is good.
Well, I'm glad you guys found a place that you like.
Uh-huh.
No matter what, I don't want you guys to worry about me too much.
No, I don't think you can.
It's going to be hard to do.
You can't make that happen.
I know. I just want you to.
You can't be parents and not worry.
I just want you to know that I'm at peace, and that I have this weird feeling like everything's just going to be okay. Can't really explain it.
Okay.
I understand.
But no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. And if the worst comes to worst, I know that I'll make my peace and I'll meet with all my loved ones on the other side.
I hope so. I mean, when I went there, I didn't see anybody. All I saw was poodles.
Well,
but my surgeon said I wasn't all the way through the door, but I was just hovering, and he said, God talks to you and things you understand. He said, you understand poodles.
Oh, that's true. But you do have more than your fair share of those waiting for you on the other side.
Poodles and horses, yep, cats.
Poodles and horses and
people, hopefully.
Yep. A lot of people, yeah. Grandpa Joe, Uncle Joey, Uncle Woody, Grandpa Sid, Grandma Kay. A lot of people.
Yep.
And I've got all those people too, and some friends that I've lost, and hopefully as well.
That would be good, because I know she's there.
Yeah.
I cried as hard as I did for you, and I mean, we're talking ugly crying.
Oh, I've done some ugly crying too. Yeah.
Oh. I still think about it. I still think about you every night. I still pray for you every night. I still cry for you. I want you to know that. 1 minute.
1 minute. Well,
I guess we'll say good night.
Yeah.
I say hopefully sweet dreams, no nightmares.
I haven't been having lots of dreams. I haven't had nightmares, but they've been strange dreams. I've seen a lot of faces of the people that I've worked with, the people that I've had as friends, and you guys too. And a lot of them have been weird, like movie plots.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so it's weird, but One person I haven't seen in my dreams has been, well, actually I have seen a couple times, but I haven't seen for some reason.
Yeah, she's probably still getting oriented.
Maybe. But I hope I get to see her on the other side and she'll say, hey, Smelly, what took you so long?
Okay.
But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you within the next couple of days, okay?
Okay, I love you too, darling.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Steph.
Good.
Bye.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. The time is 8:20 p.m.
So,
Okay.
what was I saying before? Yes, patience and faith.
Press 1 for English. Press 1 for number followed by the United States of America. Messages, please return. Please enter the area code for fees. The time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue.
2545.
To accept this call,
Please leave your message
press
after the
or
tone.
say 5. To refuse, you have a call at the time is 8:48 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1 to place a. Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. You may not make calls for 15 minutes. Error code 158. The time is 7:35 p.m. Press 1 to place a call. Press 2. You have 1, excluding taxes and other applicable. Hello, you have a
Hi,
call at
you've
no
reached
expense to you from
194.
The time is 9:01 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
The time is 9:01 p.m.
if you believe that you are the victim of
Press 1 for English. The time is 9:19 p.m.
if you believe that
Tried you 3 times, so. Stephan Sterns.
An inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9.
5.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
I got it.
Hey.
Stephan. Hey.
Yeah.
You called and the phone just flashed a call coming in and then it just hung up.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd try Mom after I tried you 3 times, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how you guys doing?
How are you? What are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so I'm probably only going to get the 1 call.
Oh, where have you been all week?
Well, I mean, I've been here, you know, so.
I know that, but taking all week to call, you couldn't get access to the phone?
I've been mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
Okay.
What's that?
I said, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys holding up?
Oh, good. Same old, same old.
Well, no, we're balls to the wall getting ready because she's having 8 puppies.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that is,
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
What's that?
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
Oh, you know, that'd be great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little while back, some of the nurses or officers were talking to each other like, let's just take the day off today. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You know what, guys? Let's all just take the day off today and come back tomorrow.
That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They save so much money if they just put everybody on ankle bracelets and let them go home.
Well, that would be counterproductive because they want people to suffer.
So you're going to suffer enough once you go to prison, but if you're just in jail waiting trial, I don't know why you can't be on an ankle bracelet and come home.
Because suffer.
Suffer. Okay. Well, we suffer too. We suffer right along with you.
Yeah. If I went home, that'd be, too tempting for me to do something and not go to trial, probably. So they want to make sure that they have their eyes on me at all times.
Well, then why is it in a bracelet?
But it's fine. I wouldn't waste too much energy having any sort of grudge or hurt feelings against her. She's suffering too in her own way, so.
Not as much as you are, sweetheart.
Well, she lost her daughter.
Yeah?
Her whole world was turned upside down too.
And you lost, a wonderful person that you love too.
Yeah, but everyone's world got turned upside down by this. No one is having a good time here. Just remember that,
Has she tried to call you, or have you called her?
No. In fact, I'm under a strict no contact order during at least the trial. I'm not legally not supposed to contact her at all.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much standard operating procedure.
Okay.
I'm almost kind of glad you guys aren't able to visit me or haven't come to visit me, because I feel like if you were to see my face, you guys would be a lot more concerned.
Why? Did somebody beat you up?
No, it's hard to get beat up in isolation, but I am very thin and my eyes are sunken in and I've got dark circles under my eyes and I look like hell.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm just very drawn and sort of emaciated look, and even the social workers said, they came to visit me on Monday and they said, it looks like I'd lost some more weight. So I have no idea how much I weigh now, but I can see myself getting thinner.
How the funds holding up?
Well, I saw that you put $30 in there the last Friday that we talked. I hadn't made any orders since then, though, so I just got the cost today and saw that. So as of today, there was $16 left, but I did need to make an order. So actually, if you get a chance, I need to drop about $50 or so in there if you can.
All right.
I ordered a buttload more coffee, a few more hard candies, some sleeves of saltines, but I needed to get some hygiene items as well, so I got some dandruff shampoo and some washcloths.
Okay. Did you get the books yet?
No. To that effect, Dad, were you ever able to follow up with the people at the mailroom and find out what's going on?
Yeah, we found out that the address that was given us is the wrong address, and so now we have the correct address, and so now we're trying to chase down where the order is so that we can get those books returned and order new books for you.
Really? Damn, what the hell? It was in the inmate handbook. I guess they need to update this stupid inmate handbook. So what, do you have to send the books to this actual address here at the jail?
Yep.
Wonderful.
And they had already returned the Cotta book. So I guess whoever at the other part of the Osceola system.
No. I remember we double ordered the books. That was the last book I returned.
Oh, okay.
Because I took it to Staples, and then it's, oh no, this isn't us.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Okay, so I guess
disregard that.
Once you get the book sent to this address, they should get through then.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing we figured that out, I guess. I don't know why they haven't updated this stupid handbook.
Me either.
That's pretty silly. They're handing everybody this thing and it's got the wrong information.
Well, I found file folder that had your operative report from Irvine when they did your kidney, so we're sending that to your attorneys.
Okay.
Sarasota Hospital, I still don't have anything on, but apparently since there was a lawsuit and it was finished, we can go through or Rebecca or somebody can go through the Sarasota County Clerk's office to get that complete transcript of that.
Okay.
So they need to jump on that and do that. But I've got this operative report here that you were going to when you were looking at the Navy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send that, and I found your original high school diploma.
Oh, cool.
And your original birth certificate. So we now have 3 here at the house for you.
Oh, well, it's good to have spares.
I just made the deposit for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I got some more root beer barrels in that order, some Starlight Mints, and I also ordered some butterscotch discs just to change it up a little bit too.
Oh, I love butterscotch.
Yeah, I figured the old man candies are probably the ones that don't sell out the fastest.
Old man candies?
Yeah, the root beer barrels, butterscotch, the mint,
What sells out the fastest?
What's that?
What sells out the fastest?
Jolly Ranchers, sour fruit balls,
okay.
things like that.
Gotcha.
Of course, I order for the sour fruit balls just in case they're actually back in stock. I'd like to try them out at some point.
Well, you know what Jolly Ranchers are like, so.
Oh yes, they're delicious, which is why I'm really bummed that I can pretty much never freaking get them.
They have lemon drops?
Yeah, they have like lemon heads, lemon drops.
Oh, okay.
But they're more expensive.
You must be pursing your lips when you get those.
Well, I haven't gotten any because they're over $2 for a pack of them.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about one of those little box packs or a bag?
I'm not sure. I guess I could order them to find out, but I'd rather get stuff that I know I'm getting better bang for my buck. So anyway.
I can't believe it took you going to jail to learn how to budget.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Silver linings.
If there is one.
Yeah, it took me going to jail to have some clarity on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
About what's really most important in life, about how cavalier and careless I've been, and with all the people and things and whatnot that I love and enjoy. And
can I ask you a personal question, Stephan?
Sure.
Did anybody ever abuse you sexually?
I don't know about abuse, but I mean, I was kind of sexualized early on.
By who?
Kids in the neighborhood. I had my first French kiss when I was 6 years old. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Remember Nick Poland on All Stars Court?
Was it him?
No, it was his sister.
Oh.
Samantha.
Uh-huh.
We were all playing hide and seek. I hid in the closet. She found me and planted one on me, and there was her tongue.
Well, she had her mother as a great example.
Well, she was also like a year or two older than us, so who knows what the hell was going on there.
Yeah, she was just experimenting. Somebody told her about it. She was trying it.
And then, of course, a lot of the kids in the neighborhood used to go around flashing each other, and me included. Girls used to flash me and stuff, and I don't know. It was a weird time. The 90s were a weird time.
Yeah, it's pretty promiscuous.
Yeah. I mean, even the next door neighbor, Diane, used to, show me what she had going on, so.
Who's Diane?
In California.
The old lady next door?
Her daughter.
Oh.
Her granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, well, anyway. So.
Well, it's just that, they say that sometimes when you, like children, that you have been an abused child, and it was intimated that perhaps we had abused you in some way.
No, he has never did. And strictly speaking, I'm not actually into younger people like that. As you know, I don't even like most kids, so it's just hard to feel a generalized attraction towards any of them.
Was it just her, or was it other people as well?
I can't get into specific details, but no, it was not a thing with anybody. It was
All right, got it.
but I don't want to get too much into details or
Yeah, I know.
confirm or deny anything officially, anything that could possibly be used against me. I mean, I haven't seen the inside of a courtroom yet, so it would be kind of stupid to be making anything that could be construed as an admission of guilt.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering who I needed to go Mama Bear on if they had hurt you as a child.
No, unfortunately, shit was just weird back in the 90s, and unfortunately I got exposed to all that stuff pretty early on.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But none of it was your guys' fault.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Well, I would hope you'd feel better. You have nothing to feel bad about in that regard. I mean, it might have been a little more heavy on the discipline than I would have cared for, but, yeah.
Well, look what I had for an example of when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't treat you as bad as my mother treated me, so.
Yeah.
And you probably would have been a better father.
But, anyway, I mean, there's no point in getting into that.
No.
You know, a while back I would have joked around and said, hey, but I turned out fine, but I can't really say that right now.
Okay.
So,
No, can't say that.
but, you know, I'm praying every day and still holding out hope and praying to Jesus and asking for his help and his mercy and asking him to help deliver me from this if it's possible, and to continue to give me the strength to endure it and get through it and to continue watching out for her, take care of her.
There's no problem with. She's in the best place she can be, if not here.
Yep.
1 minute remaining.
I'm sorry.
These things go so fast.
I know.
Well, I'm not going to be able to call you again tonight just because it's already really late, and by the time the cool-down period is over, it's going to be like 10 minutes until the phone system shuts off.
Okay, darling. We'll try again.
I will call you back tomorrow evening, though, and I'll try to get an earlier start at it, okay?
Okay, love you.
I love you too, Mama Bear. I love you, Dad.
Love you too.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Press 1.
Mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
B 21. Press or say 5 to refuse. The time is 8. Press. The time is 7:31 p.m. The time is 9:12. The time is 9:00.
There's my attitude by Clayton. Clayton's written a lot of stuff, huh?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Your account balance is $30.28. The cost of this call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees. The time limit is 15 minutes. Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I think we got cut off.
We did.
Yeah, the phone said call failed.
Stupid phone systems. So we were going down that book list. Did you want to try to go down it again for me?
I can.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get back to where I was. Okay. It'd probably be better just to go to the cart and read them out.
Yeah, probably.
I've got 26 books in there
Okay.
at a price of $342, so we're not sending them all at once.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so what we've got. You've already got those that are arriving. So now, how about Next by Michael Crichton?
Okay.
Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King.
Cycle of the Werewolf.
The Andromeda Strain by Crichton.
Okay.
Pirate Latitudes by Crichton.
Pirate Latitudes by Crichton. Crichton's written a lot of stuff, huh?
Uh-huh. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Does illustrated classic edition with original illustrations.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
As
The
long
Dune Saga.
as long as it's all paperback, right?
Yes, all paperback. The Dune Saga 3-book box set, Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune.
All right. Well, hopefully they won't have a problem with it being a box. They might not let me have the box, but they might.
No,
give
it's just called a box set, but it's I don't know what it does. Okay.
Okay.
Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild, yeah.
Jaws.
Jaws.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
You also want Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Nice.
Eruption. It follows Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Eruption.
And Congo.
Oh, Congo. I forgot about that one.
I didn't. I love that.
Oh.
The Howling Trilogy.
The Howling Trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Dinotopia Lost.
Very good.
Eyes of the Dragon, King.
Eyes of the Dragon by King.
Here's one you forgot. Christine by Stephen King.
Oh, is that the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one's
The Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit.
It by Stephen King.
It.
Mm-hmm. Jurassic Park.
Yep, Must Have, yep.
And Lost World Jurassic Park 2.
Oh, was that also by Crichton?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And the last one is Michael Crichton, and it's Prey. P-R-E-Y.
P-R-E-Y. Prey. Huh. Wonder what that one's about.
I don't know. But we'll start sending some that maybe you haven't gotten, but they'll come. They're just going to come a couple at a time.
Yep, that's fine. Definitely the Crichtons and the Hobbit. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed Michael Crichton.
Well, he's a very good author.
Yeah,
he just really grabs his audience and holds on to them.
Yeah, no kidding. He definitely held on to me.
But I thought that Christine would be one that you would go, ooh, I forgot.
Yeah, I did forget about that one.
So some of the old stuff. Now, I didn't send you Pet Sematary because I don't like that book. I don't like that story.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was screwed up enough, but I've heard the book will really fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah,
I wish you would ask them if you're allowed, if it comes from Amazon, any hard candy.
I discussed it a little bit with the social workers.
Because you can't seem to get it there.
I mean, it's just that they go through the commissary company, and they probably have a contract, if I had to guess, with the commissary company. And if they were to let people get snacks off of Amazon, I assume the commissary company might be a little pissy about that.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, I'll ask, but
Well, if it's something that the commissary doesn't stock, that's different. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll ask. I'll definitely ask.
Like I was thinking about that coffee flavored candy that you like.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to get coffee candy. There's a couple of brands that are really good. Copico and United are both really good brands of coffee candy.
I know. I took all the ones that were in your room and put them in my room, and I've been eating them about one every other day.
Oh, yeah?
I like the cappuccino ones that are half white and half brown.
The cappuccino ones are really good, yeah. Those are
Yep.
Copico brands. And then the regular Copicos are really good as well.
Yep. The square ones, yeah.
And the United brand, that's like the Copico, but it's a little bit of a bolder flavor.
Okay. And I don't know the Mexican candy that you like. I don't know the name of it.
Revolsadita.
Well, forget that. I don't know it. Still don't know it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's something that they do not have and will not have, maybe they would let you get it sent in.
I don't know.
Since it is a hard candy, it's not.
Yeah.
It's coming straight from the manufacturer. So.
Ask. It could be a security issue, but I'll ask.
I don't know how. Okay. It's not coming from us. It's coming from Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. It's just, they're weird about stuff, but I'll see what they say.
Okay. And you got all the toiletries you need?
I ordered shampoo and washcloths off of commissary. I've still got toothpaste and deodorant. And I've got a toothbrush and all that. So for now, I think I probably need to get some lotion or something now. Laying on this mat, like my elbows and my ankles are getting just messed up.
Yeah, probably rubbing.
Yeah, it's friction, and also my forehead is becoming permanently creased by worry lines.
Right. What? Worry lines.
Oh. Yeah. So, it's getting permanently my forehead, going across my forehead. It's probably doesn't help that I'm probably chronically dehydrated as well.
Well, you're not drinking enough water?
Yeah, I'm probably not drinking enough water because it's just tap water, so I try to drink enough, but it's...
I thought you were able to order those powders from the commissary that, turn it into fruit punch or something.
That's money, and, the stuff that I'd like to keep in stock is already, pricey enough, plus the things I splurge on every once in a while. I try to make sure that I have enough coffee because coffee is very comforting. It's one of the few things that, gives me any enjoyment here. Every time I drink a cup of coffee, it just releases a whole bunch of happy chemicals in my brain. And then my hard candies and my saltine crackers. So, beyond that, it's, it gets expensive if I start going much beyond that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got a lot going on here, so we'll keep you up to date with that. I think she's going to have puppies within the next 12 to 18 hours, so.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I could send you a picture of them.
Yeah, me too.
I think once you get that tablet thing, I think we may be able to send you a picture like that.
Yeah, actually, you can send pictures, and they'll either scan them in to the system, or you can consume you through that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so you can totally send me pictures, and they'll scan them in electronically.
Well, I don't know how to send you a picture and have them scan it in unless I send it via email.
I think maybe even if you send a physical picture or something, they might physically scan.
We don't. No, nobody takes a physical picture anymore. It's all we all do it on cameras. It goes straight to our computer.
Yeah, you can print it out maybe, but I don't know. I'll have to ask the mental health people and see how that system works.
Okay, do that. Are they giving you anything for anxiety and sleep?
No. Like I said before, when I got the murder charge, I asked them for something for anxiety, and they gave me an antidepressant that also doubles for anxiety, and that gave me even worse symptoms. So.
That gives you worse symptoms?
Yeah, we already went through that.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I started feeling extremely panicky and like an elephant was sitting on my chest and the sky was crushing down on me.
Okay, baby. Well, you can't do that.
Nope, so I decided I'd just take my chances with the depression and anxiety.
Okay.
And it's just been mostly okay. Although lately I guess for a little while now I've been having some mild hallucinations.
Yeah?
Like I'll see random flashes of light while I'm reading my books, like on my hands, like as I'm moving through the words, like each word will jitter out like a Morse code flash of light on my hand, and then I'm catching little flickers of movement out of the corners of my eye.
Well, you know, that could be a visitation from, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. I keep catching flickers of movement out of the corner of my eye, like just out of the periphery of my vision, like I'm seeing a bug move or something, and then I look over and there's nothing there.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe the isolation is starting to mess with me, or maybe just all the trauma and everything is just taking its toll.
I would imagine it has. It's taking its toll on everyone.
Yeah. You know, when she passed away, you know, I suffered a catastrophic mental breakdown at that point. I don't know if you know that.
No, I did not.
And I was literally out of my mind when I was first booked into jail. I was hallucinating. I was hearing things and seeing things very badly. And it took me about a week to come out of that.
I hope you're sharing all that with your attorneys.
I did, and the mental health people knew about it as well because, you know, they're the ones that interview you when you come in and like, you know, are you seeing anything? Are you hearing anything? I was like, yes, you know, to both. I was hearing reverberating noises going through my cell and in my head, and I would look at the doors, and it looked like the doors were breathing. And then it took me about a week to come out of that, and then it took me another 3 weeks or so before I started to regain some lucidity in my mind and some clarity again. And it took me a while to come out of that. You guys, I don't think you guys knew that.
No, did not.
Yeah, so I was not in my right mind after I found her.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I understand why, but
a complete mental and emotional breakdown, and then everything that followed was kind of a result of that.
oh, well,
I wish I'd handled that passing a lot better, but I was not capable of rational thoughts or actions at that point. I literally was not in my right mind.
Okay, baby. Well, we know what we think happened, so it doesn't matter.
It's hard to believe we're halfway through June already.
It is, isn't it?
May crept
Well,
up slowly, and now June is just flying by.
Whoops, you got a minute.
Yeah, this will probably be my last call tonight, but I'll call you back within the next couple of days.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have news about puppies by then.
I assume you might. You said there's going to be 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless she's hidden one.
Who knows? You never know. We always used to play Count the Spines.
Yeah, well, I was there when they counted the skulls on this one, and that was pretty good
Okay.
count, so.
Well, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you within the next couple days or so. Be good, okay? I'll keep an eye out for those books.
Well, when your heart stops beating, so does your opportunity to repent, so make your heart right with God while you can. That I just read. I like that.
I do.
Don't forget that.
Almost every day.
I know, darling. Okay, I know you're going to be gone, so.
Okay.
Just want to say I love you, and we're thinking about you.
Thank you
Mama
for
Bear,
using IT Solutions.
love you, Dad.
Goodbye. The time is 8:15 p.m. The time is 9:02 p.m.
Okay.
cycle of the werewolf.
The time is 9:12 p.m. The time is 8:18 p.m. The time is 8:51 p.m. The time is 7:37 p.m.
If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse,
press star 9021 after this message. Press 1.
I tried mom after I tried you 3 times, so. Oh, how you guys doing?
How are you? What are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so I'm probably only going to get the 1 call.
Well, where have you been all week?
Well, I mean, I've been here, you know, so.
I know that, but taking all week to call, you couldn't get access to the phone?
I've been mostly sleeping the days and nights away. I've been feeling so tired lately.
Okay.
What's that?
I said, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys holding up?
Well, good. Same old, same old.
Well, no, we're balls to the wall getting ready because she's having 8 puppies.
Oh, wow.
The time is spent to you from...
So,
Okay.
what was I saying before? Yes, patience and faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep repeating.
The time is... Hello.
Was the one going to community college to learn how to be a computer programmer, and he's the only one who could have set up a network if there ever was one.
Okay, I know we heard those other ones. I think this might be the last one we haven't heard. So tell me if we've heard this one, because I don't think we have. I'm going to hit play now.
The time is 8:19. Your account balance is $25.90. The cost of this call... Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from...
Stephan Sterns.
An inmate at
Osceola County Corrections.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, I'm back.
Yay.
So, spent the last 15 minutes thinking about these yahoos.
They aren't worth the time.
Can't believe that. Just
Well,
all
it's true.
all of them that they would try to do this crap.
You know, these are the same ones that came to you for help and were always saying what a good friend you were, and you would keep all their secrets for them and stuff. But yet they don't have any secrets of yours, but they'll make them up just so that they can make themselves sound big on YouTube. You know.
Yep.
It's a sad situation when people are that desperate for attention.
Yep.
Especially when Sir Lancelot was the one going to community college to learn how to be a computer programmer, and he's the only one who could have set up a network if there ever was one, so forget that. That's bullshit.
I'm
You
sure.
know, he did it if anybody did it.
Paid for information and decided he would make some stuff up and get paid on my account.
Yep.
Whoever paid him ought to get a refund because he fleeced them.
They don't care. Do you know how much money they made off of it? To have all this purulent information on you, to have people click on. These people are vultures. They're worse than that.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't wait till you're dead to feed on you.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Well, you know, I'm hanging in there. Keeping up as best as I can. Did a little bit of exercise today.
Good.
Push-ups, crunches, squats, leg lifts, whatever.
Whatever you can do.
Well, see if you can ask somebody about the book order and see, I don't know how long it takes to have these items delivered, but I don't know. We haven't gotten any indications that they've been returned, so they're in the system, so I don't know how long it takes for you to get them.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any indication that they've been returned either, so still waiting to hear on that. But, been praying a lot.
Good.
And,
He hears you. God hears your prayers.
We've been praying for deliverance as well, but I don't know.
Well, Proverbs tells you how to live. Romans tells you how God forgives. So those are the two I would look at.
I've been praying to Him to deliver me from all this and give me a chance to get my life back on track. But there might be some kind of slim chance, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx anything or get anybody's hopes up. But I'm going to try. Worth a try anyway.
Well, they need to get her out of the hospital where she can be interviewed by the police. They need to bring all her family in, all those bitches that was sitting there at the grandmother's house calling 911 and being ugly to the 911 operators. They already knew what had happened. They all knew. And none of them were acting scared. None of them were acting concerned. They were talking like we're talking now. Like there wasn't really anything big going on.
Well, I wouldn't get so carried away with any conspiracy theories.
You don't have to be a conspiracy theory to see the writing on the wall.
Well, at any rate, that's probably not going to help me anyway. So.
Well, don't give up anything. Don't give up on anything.
Well, I'm not. I'm holding on to hope until there's nothing left to hold on to.
Well, when you get to the end of the rope, you tie a knot in it and still hang on.
When I first got here, I was praying to God for strength and serenity, and, He's given me that. Especially lately, I've noticed I've just been overcome by an overwhelming sense of calm and serenity.
Well, good.
He's working on you. I pray for every day. I pray for Him to put fences of protection around you and to hear you calling Him.
Well, I have been, and thanked Him for granting me that serenity. Just been thinking about how He works, how He uses hardship as a vehicle to move you.
Yep.
Human
nature. I was in the kitchen making sandwiches, and I started laughing in the kitchen because we were talking about all these people saying stuff, about networks being set up and videos and blackmail and an envelope full of cash. And I'm thinking, damn, they've been watching some movies, haven't they?
I know, I was thinking that too. It sounds like a bad spy movie.
I know.
If you go to the house to pay them off, why would you have bothered putting the cash in a manila envelope if you were going to be inside the house?
Who knows? But then the other one is I went to a restaurant and slid it across the table to them.
I know. Like, what is that? Why not both payments at the house? Wouldn't that have made more sense?
Well, none of it makes sense, and I keep telling Chris, I said, why can't I just offer to go take a lie detector test and put all this to bed? But
And if you're going to bring a large amount of cash, why would you take it out of the bank envelope to put it into a big manila envelope just to take it inside to a house and hand it to somebody?
Why would I give it to those wads of bubble gum anyway? They have the mental capacity of a 2-year-old.
He was a terrible liar anyway. He lied about big things. He lied about little things. He lied to women all the time. He lied just to, make himself seem cooler or maybe gain more acceptance. But he just lied. He was one of those people that lied for no reason. It's like, buddy, you don't have to lie. Like, we already like you. You're already our friend. There's no need to lie or build yourself up, you know?
Because they're a habitual liar, and it's hard when you're a liar to keep the truth straight because you change it every time you tell somebody something.
I don't know. I just used to laugh it off and dismiss it. But...
Yeah, well, it's weird. Just some weird. They're so weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. He was probably counting his money, walking away laughing, saying, "Thank you, Stephan."
Yeah, probably. Just these people have they don't have a moral compass. They have no conscience. They have nothing redeeming about them. I'm sure God can find something, but He's going to have to dig.
Well,
and I don't think they're looking to Him for anything anyway. So
they definitely didn't have any honor or integrity. It's one of the reasons I ended up cutting them out of my life.
no.
It just took me too long to do it. You know, back to what I was saying, I was thinking about, how God uses hardship as a vehicle to move people.
Right.
And human nature being what it is, even if we're not where we're supposed to be in life, we'll stay there if we're comfortable enough. We won't make any changes, and so God uses hardship as motivation and a vehicle to move us to where we need to be in life.
You know what He did with me and Dinky?
Yeah.
I remember standing in that pasture over his body, flipping God off and telling him how much I hated him, but that was the reason that I got saved. Because I lost Binky.
Well, all this happened and, passed away, and that immediately brought me back to God. That was the first thing I did, was begged God to take me and spare her. And
well, everybody who loves somebody will do that. So
I haven't stopped praying.
Nope, if you love somebody, you would rather take their pain than have them have it.
Yeah. I would have died for her. But, I've told God, I said, I see what you did. You immediately brought me back to you, and that I had strayed for a long time, and, message received. My eyes are open. I just wish it didn't have such a high price attached to it. And it's just, I don't know.
Sometimes you have to look at why it was taken, and it was her time. God knows what's going to happen to you when you're born. He knows every moment of your life that's coming. So,
I know He has a plan, and every day I've been reaffirming to myself and reassuring myself that I have to be patient and maintain my faith, and have faith that He has a plan for me, whatever it may be, and it will be revealed in time. And that all I
hope so.
do is be patient and maintain my faith in Him and trust.
Well, you got to trust Him. You got to maintain your sanity. You got to maintain your cool. And like Xavier told me, when he was in jail, the only thing that saved him was trying to keep a sense of humor about the situation, even though it was terrible.
I don't have much of a sense of humor anymore, to be honest. A very large part of me died when she did.
Well,
I'm not the same person anymore, and I don't think I ever will be. There's some wounds that just don't ever heal.
Well, I'm assuming that they are treating you for PTSD because you found the body, not to mention everything else that went along with that.
No, not treating me for anything except my blood pressure.
Well, they need to do the PTSD because you're not sleeping.
Well, it's just, I keep telling myself that I have to maintain my faith. Without faith and trust in God, I have nothing, and therefore I'm keeping that,
Well, just remember that not everybody knows who God is, and not everybody who's walking around is not a demon. Some are demons.
keep telling God that I trust you and I have faith in you. Please deliver me from this. Please deliver me from the people who are trying to destroy me. And I just want to see my parents again.
Well, we'd like to see you too. It's been awfully quiet without you.
I just want to
How
be.
can you say that with the dogs?
What?
I asked your mother, I said, how can she say it's been quiet with the dogs?
Yeah. Well, relatively, I guess. But,
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, nobody to say, hey, are you making ramen?
yeah, that ramen was a big hit, even with, I used to remember she would have such a mischievous little evil smile on her face when I made a fresh bowl of ramen, and she'd try a bite and then steal the rest of the bowl and walk away while staring evil looks and smiles at me. I miss that.
Well,
Oh,
she was a very special child, and I wish this had not happened that way, and I wish a lot of things had not happened the way they happened, and you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, me too.
So I don't understand that. I don't think there's ever anything that anybody could say to me that would make me understand that. So I'm not even going to go further than that into it, but just know that I don't care what you did. There is nothing that would make me hate you. There is nothing that would make me turn my back on you.
Well, I appreciate that, Mom. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, sweetheart.
And, I just going up for visits and bringing new snacks or new treats for her to try, or showing her new video games or card games and things like that. I miss that.
Oh, you got your 1 minute notice.
Yeah, there it is again. Well, I'll try to call back in another 15 minutes, but you know the deal. If you don't hear from me then, I'll try to call back in the next few days.
Okay, we'll catch up to you then.
Love you,
All
honey.
right. I love you too, and I'll try again in 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Press or 1 to hear.
So far, any news or updates on your end?
Enter 0.21 cents for the first. Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from.
Stephan Sterns.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, is this a good time?
Yes. The phone was in the dining room. I was in the office. Didn't realize it was ringing. And the second time it rang, I didn't even hear it ringing.
All right, guys. I think that we have heard them all. I'm going to double check, but I think we've heard all of the long ones. Most of them were, hang-ups, or he didn't get through, or he messed up. But I do think that we've heard them all. Let me just double check. I'm clicking through right now. I think there was only 9 that had actual calls out of the 13. Let me check this one.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys holding up?
Oh, good. Same old, same old.
Well, no, we're balls to the wall getting ready
Yeah,
because
balls
she's
to the
having
wall.
8 pups.
Yep, we heard that one. Their choice of words, too.
What are you up to?
Not much. I got a late start at calling you this evening, so.
Yeah, we've listened to them all. Thank you, guys. Oof, that was tough to get through. Really, really tough. Tato, good to see ya. Oh, my God. And I couldn't, Daniel. I couldn't. I couldn't act like this. This is totally delusional. I mean, I get not wanting to think that your son did this stuff, but it's weird. He is facing the death penalty. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, he is. So May 5th is his trial date for the CSAM material. I think there's, I don't even know, 60 some odd counts. And that is supposed to start May the 5th. I know, Shell Bell. Me too. Me too. It was hard to not pause and cut in. But I wanted them to just be played, in their entirety. And then we have the other trial in August. The first degree murder trial is in August. Oh, it's just, I think that might be his story, Allie, is that it sounds like 12 calls or 50. Am I missing some, Kels? Maybe we can revisit. Maybe I am missing some. I've got a lot going on. It's the little one's birthday, so I really do have to get off here. But any that we missed, we can go over again. We can do another stream. I will. I'll check it. I just feel very disorganized right now just because I have a lot going on. I was getting up. I was on my phone. You don't think that Maddie was his only victim? I don't either. I don't either. When he's talking about French kissing at 6 years old. Oh my God. Thank you, Full Deck. That was so effing hard to hear. May this oxygen thief rot in hell. Yeah, I'm sure it sounds like there are some that I missed, but yeah, I've got a lot of family stuff going on this weekend, but we definitely will catch up. They're not going anywhere. And if anything new comes in, we definitely will share that as well. Thank you so much for having patience with me. Thank you guys for being here and all the birthday wishes. I'll be sure to pass those along. Oh, gosh. I don't know, Potato. Crazy. Kels, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. And it didn't help that I had to play it in Apple Music. I don't know. Yeah, rest in peace, Maddie Soto. It's really tough. Maybe it's better to do it in segments anyways because it's heavy. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. We're going to be diving into Idaho next week. We've got a lot going on and a lot to catch up on. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my family. And yeah, I've seen that, Chris. Before we go, it looks like I have been named in the new at night filing, which is just great. I'm listed as Doe J in the new at night RICO filing. I haven't seen it myself yet, but if you are in my Discord, Body Movin' has posted it, the docket, the filing. So if you guys want to look at it, it is in the Discord. But yeah, I'm Doe J. Like Doe J. Like DOE JAY. Y'all, I can't. Yep. Thanks a lot, Brittany. Thanks a lot, Brittany. We'll catch up on that as well. We've got a lot. Just stand by for me, guys. Let me get through this next day and a half, and then we'll be back catching up. Yep. It looks like it, Liza. I don't know what it entails, but we'll catch up. I'll show you guys the filing when I can. Until then, bruh. Until the next time that I can stream, I will see you guys then. Make sure you're subbed up to the second channel. We go over a lot of nonsense over there. We try to keep this channel strictly the true crime. No, it's not through YouTube. It's from Delco. Never say never. It's posted in the docket. Body Movin' downloaded it and put it in Discord so I could read it. We can read it. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for your support today. I can't wait to share the zoo with you guys. I'll GoPro it, I promise, and we will check out the Tampa Zoo together. We might be going to PA sometime. Who knows? All right, guys, I'm out. Everyone says happy birthday, little Sophia. You want to say thank you?
Thank you.
All right, guys. You guys take care. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click. It's real easy, man.